The Mule's threat is introduced. Gall Dornick's narration opens the episode, establishing a galaxy in which the Foundation dominates the outer reach and is encroaching on the middle band, while the Empire's might is waning. A powerful adversary is the Mule, a psychic warlord. In a dramatic sequence on Kalgan, he kidnaps Archduke Bellarion's daughter in order to take over the planet, showcasing his ruthless display of power and portraying him as a dangerous force, time jump and world building. By highlighting the expansion of the Foundation and the fall of the Empire, the 152-year jump produces a startling yet impactful change. The episode focuses on Kalgan, a crucial pleasure planet in the middle band, and the strategic significance of controlling it, employing a lot of exposition to catch viewers up. This establishes the main battle between the Mule, the Foundation, and the Empire. The metamorphosis of Brother Day, Lee Pace's Brother Day, Cleon Ziv, is seen in a startlingly different light, sitting in a villa with a consort, wearing a beard and a dejected, fat and happy, expression. His dissatisfaction with Demerzel's machinations and rejection of imperial obligations give his character depth and allude to a revolt against the Cleonic dynasty. Action and intrigue on Kalgan. The episode is given action with a chase scene in which two unidentified Foundation agents chase arms dealers on what appear to be speeder bikes. Despite being brief, the scene emphasizes the Foundation's clandestine attempts to retain power and contrasts with the narrative's lengthy exposition. Their inability to obtain documentation of the merchants' operations, however, highlights internal difficulties. Return of Gall and Hari. After emerging from cryosleep, Gall and Hari Seldon, played by Jared Harris, face a galaxy on the verge of collapse. The Second Foundation's establishment and the possible demise of the current Foundation are hinted to in Gall's visions of the Mule yelling about it. This establishes Gall's storyline as she is ready to confront the Mule's danger, political tensions and Cleonic dynamics. The episode examines the tense relationships between Brother Dawn, Day, and Dusk, the Cleon clones. Dusk's rejection of the Mule's threat contrasts with Dawn's confidence in outwitting the Foundation, suggesting that the Empire may be experiencing internal strife. The Imperial Council's deliberations become more tense as Demerzel's status as a puppet master is reaffirmed. Philosophical undertones. The episode discusses the conflict between fate and free will, implying that power corrupts regardless of ideology and that the Foundation's development reflects the Empire's shortcomings. The Mule's emergence as a terrorist figure exposes humanity's propensity for self-destruction, laying the groundwork for a season-long investigation of the boundaries of psychohistory. Based on the trailer, it appears that there will be a lot of exciting action scenes in Foundation Season 3. Those instances served an overall tonal shift for the new outing, Jared Harris revealed. Season 3 has been somewhat freed from the constraints of having to introduce the situation, familiarize you with the characters, and familiarize you with the rules, he stated. This one can simply take off because all of those story aspects are kind of baked into it. The actor went on to say that the third season of Foundation is, more nakedly an action-adventure story. You could call it more of a space opera. This odd family that is collapsing on itself is the subject of a type of intriguing tale at the galaxy's core. Naturally, there is also the arrival of this ultra-villain, the Mule, a psychic opponent portrayed by Pilou Asbæk, is without a doubt the greatest danger confronting Foundation's heroes in Season 3. According to Harris, the significance of the much-awaited antagonist cannot be overstated. The Mule completely realigns everything that is possible in the entire story, he revealed. Harris said, "The only person who really properly appreciates that is Gall, which just made the situation worse." According to Harris, Gall understands that they must overcome this enormous threat that is looming, and the other issue that they have is that they are a century and a half late in creating the Second Foundation. In order to begin adjusting the timetable, they must bring that up to date. Many important characters return, notably Jared Harris's Hari Seldon, who has a twist, despite the 152-year time jump. As Gall Dornick prepares to face the season's greatest threat, the Mule, Seldon will act as her instructor in the already highly acclaimed third season of Foundation. Outside of Foundation, Harris is a well-known actor who has appeared in a number of genuinely iconic films, including Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows, Mad Men, and Chernobyl. Foundation Season 3's altered setting and time period will also provide Gall with chances to engage with both new and somewhat familiar folks. Lobel was especially thrilled by Gall's bond with Troy Kutsur's character, Glauan Kerr, who plays Coda. "I learned that Gall and Glauan's relationship, which is obviously all done in sign language, was amazing. Lobel also commended the character's potential for unexpectedness. She described him as fearsome and intimidating, but also charming and humorous. You despise him, so even if you kind of want to like him, you can't. Additionally, Pilou is quite talented in this job. Fans who are anxiously anticipating a showdown between Gaul and the Mule might not want to hold their breath, the actor did imply. She compared him and Gaul as a cat and mouse. For the most part, they don't really interact.